So I have a very casual look today, and it's going to be a very casual talk. I just want to share some insights and what I've been thinking about in terms of Pluto, because it's making an interesting dance. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm into astrology a lot actually, in over half a year now. I'm also psychic, so I worked with tarot and I still work with tarot currently and previously. So like, okay, Pluto is doing a dance, right? It's moving into Aquarius permanently very soon. But right now, so as of I think around 3 days ago, it moved back into Capricorn, where it's been for I think since 2008 or something. I'm not sure. A long time though. So like for me, it was my adolescence where I was basically moving into middle school. So majority of my like growing up and becoming an adult. So I have an interesting perspective on that because I was born with Pluto in Sagittarius, and it's fun. Sagittarius is like a cool like freedom energy, seeker energy, wanting to uncover truth energy, but also like freedom, lots of freedom and fire. So like inner truth coming from the soul, kind of truth, guiding and basically clearing the way for you. I like that it's like Sagittarius has this fun symbol for it, and this is how I now see it, like it coming from your fiery inner guidance that can be connected to soul. So that's good because Pluto is a soul point in our chart, in each of our charts. So it's a very interesting topic. I recommend if you're a little bit already into astrology, it's good to, because maybe it's not a basic thing to check, the first thing to check, no, but it's generally cool to check where is your Pluto, so like in which house and which sign. So yeah, so that's I want to talk about how I feel about Pluto connecting with each of the signs. So then Pluto moved in around, I don't know, 15 years ago into Capricorn. And that, to me, was fucking intense because Capricorn is my moon sign. And Pluto there is a weird combination because it's I heard Sabrina Lynn from Rewilding for Women, which I love, talk about how it's like a lot of it is about manpower. She didn't exactly say that, but that's how I understand it. Like, because Pluto talks about power of masculine kind and of like yeah, and okay, let me match it with Capricorn. So Capricorn is also about like structure and like, I don't know, just patriarchy. Okay, it's basically what these two to me talk about. Both are masculine, especially when they are matched together, but no, Pluto is definitely masculine. It's like archetypical masculine, right? Capricorn, Saturn, they are also masculine. So yeah, and Capricorn is structure, Pluto is power. So it's like a combination of like, yeah, we're like business owners who paved their way building and maybe a little bit aggressively creating stuff in our world, which has a lot of shadows. So that's what I don't like about it. So that's like the outer world, how I feel about it in general society. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my connection to it through my moon's, it being my moon sign though. So like, to me, it's been a really challenging time in terms of my personal, psychological, emotional life, basically, because that's what moon sign represents. Obviously, it's not just, can't just blame it on that, but but like I feel it. I read it somewhere that this is what you can expect when Pluto's in your moon sign, and I definitely feel it. For me, it was yeah, it's related to like a family life, to me being completely like stripped out of my weaponry in terms of how I could have dealt with it. And yeah, the myth about Pluto is that it takes you underground and it basically rapes you, and then I don't know, somehow you come out of it alive and much wiser. Yeah, I would definitely. I can say I can see that. Yeah, like okay, yeah, I understand the metaphor. That's how I feel about it. So that's just a side note because it's not gonna be relatable to everyone. And now, I want to talk about Aquarius. How it's Pluto moving into Aquarius, because that's the mysterious part and that's the future oriented part. That's gonna be allowed, and it's already like asking, because what's going on now is that Pluto is asking of us to revisit, because it's telling us it's time for the new. And what does it mean? We already can have insights from it telling us that it goes into Aquarius, obviously. So you can feel into the energy of it yourself. Like, for me, what it says is that Capricorn's ways are dissolving because it's been done and through, and the lesson is right now for you from it to claim. Perhaps a reward, perhaps a release, perhaps just a clarity of some sort over some big 15-year-long issue. So I think this is a big energy that's happening right now. And when it comes to it moving into Aquarius, it's going to be very, very different. It's Aquarius and Capricorn are, to me, they're not opposites in terms of they're not opposite each other, but they're so different. So like Aquarius is quirky, Capricorn is traditional structure and solid paperwork kind of shit. Yeah, Aquarius is just being, and like being whatever is you are being, you are meant to be embracing, and it might not have to do anything with any kind of patriarchal structure or any kind of government. Quite the fucking opposite. Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, like Aquarius is rebellion, Capricorn is government. So there is that. So that's a very interesting shift. So yeah, and so Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is also, I told you already, power. Also shows where evolution is meant to take place, and where it's gonna rape you and propel you through the whole experience, because you have to learn from it kind of forward. That's of course you who do the job, not the predator. So what does it mean, Pluto being in Aquarius? So I don't know, I think it's going to expose some shadow sides of Aquarius for sure. But I also think there can be a lot of power these days found in the sign of Aquarius. And I think that's what is really good to look into. So at first, because we're at a point where Capricorn really didn't work out the way I see it. Yeah, like the Capricornian ways didn't really work out. It was supposed to evolve us, but we are still needing to hone in on those lessons that Pluto and Capricorn has been trying to teach us. And yeah, so I think Aquarius is quite being the very different sign from Capricorn, is quite a good antidotum for what has been going on in terms of how it's been like you know, just murky is the way and the word, and the energy has been just a very polluted. It's not a clean lesson that we're yet taking from it. But Aquarius is quite an exciting sign. It's quick. It's yeah, it's actually very quick. That's a good word. It's accessible to everyone. It's us connecting with each other. It provides us lots of energetic tools to, or like influences the energetics that can really help us in a positive way move out of that Capricorn if we know how to embrace them and want to work with them. So I want to tell you about that because I do think it's worthy of using these tools. And so I don't know, just Aquarius' uniqueness. Aquarius is to me, it's like what you haven't been able to tap through because of the limitations of government, but now everything is more like close to you. Aquarius is air, it's like connectedness to everything. So you can access things like this, you know, very differently from the Capricorn, where you have to, like, I don't know, go to a government office and, like, you know, do paperwork and then you get it. To me, Aquarius is like a little bit more mysterious, yeah. So I think this it's nice to hear for people who have been tired of this energy. I don't know if you have. You can let me know for sure how you are feeling about all this. But what I want to leave you with is that, like, we're being offered something to, I mean, you don't have to do the conscious work of it, but it's like really good to know that we can really close some chapter behind us. At the same time, we are offered amazing energy of opportunity for each one of us in a different way. So you can see more details about it when you know how to work with your birth chart. And if someone wants to let me know, I actually could do it based on my own insights. As I said, I'm not an astrologer, but I know the basics, and I'm not gonna talk shit about what I don't know. So maybe it could be nice if I tell you a little bit about it from my perspective and what I've been learning about myself through the chart. So yeah, it's not specific, this video. I'm not telling you what's gonna happen, not at all. But it definitely talks about us needing to source power from something much different than we did before, and also being able to. So to me, it's good news. I am very curious how you feel. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Thanks for your time, and yeah, let's get happy and hopeful, I guess, about the new age to come.